Hey guys, it's Sunday night. That means another episode of the M Cluster. I'm here tonight with Amina, and Brandon will grace us with his presence eventually. Uh, so
Jerk.
I know, right? He's pulling a Tyrone. But at any rate, before we hop into the movie, some stuff to talk about. Yesterday was International Tabletop Day, where they had just basically the folks over at Geek and Sundry decided they wanted to celebrate tabletop gaming and the way it brings communities and people together. So they started this event, and it was wildly popular. They were trending on Twitter and Google Plus for something like 19 hours straight. There were 65 countries involved, over 3,000 events. We had one at our local game shop, Get Your Fun On. There were at least 200 people there while I was there. It was going on before I got there. It was going on after I left. We did a live stream on it. You can check it out at our website, themcluster.net. There's pictures. There's links to the event videos that Will Wheaton put up. It was an overall good time. And we're looking forward to doing some more stuff with that. And this is going to be an annual event, so looking forward to doing it next year. So this week, our pick is Big Trouble in Little China. And this one belongs to Amina, so we're going to go ahead and let her jump right into that.
Yay. I'm really sick and I'm hopped up on cold medicine, so this is going to be even more awesome. Okay. Big Trouble in Little China is a John Carpenter movie from the 80s, and it's basically the most stylish movie I've ever seen. It starts with Kurt Russell as Jack Burton, and he's your all-American truck driver kind of guy, and he's going to visit his little Asian friend Wang, and they go to get his green-eyed Asian girlfriend from the airport. And as they're there, she gets kidnapped by 80s Asian street gang. So now they have to chase down 80s Asian street gang. And in the middle of that, they find another 80s Asian street gang. So there's a big 80s Asian street gang battle, and they have to hide. So they find Kim Cattrall, which is a lawyer girl who's trying to save everyone that gets kidnapped by 80 Asian street gang and puts into sex slavery. And she tries to help them and gets herself kidnapped too, because she has green eyes, just like Asian girl has green eyes. And apparently, green-eyed girl is what this Asian ghost guy, that's the head of the 80s Asian street gang, needs to stop being a 2,000-year-old ghost dude. I don't know why he couldn't find another green-eyed girl in 2,000 years, but I don't care either. Okay, so after Kim Cattrall gets kidnapped, then they have to find another dude to help them go back and get both of them. So they find Egg Shen, which is this little wizened Chinese dude, and a couple other people, and they go to Lo Pan's headquarters, which is basically like a neon mall Chinese place underground somewhere. I don't know. And there's this epic fight between everybody, and there's like hopping and jumping and kung fu. And there's rings with glowy lasers and like ghost warriors, and shit happens. And like I said, this movie is good because every single character and location and person has motherfucking style, and you can't get away from it. It's everywhere. It is quotable, it has style, it has elan, it has panache, all that shit. So there.
So that was succinct. Yeah, this movie is you're gonna hate me for saying this.
Probably.
This was not a good movie. I mean,
No, you're wrong. No, you're just wrong.
Terrible
It's okay.
movie.
It's okay.
This is a horrible movie.
I mean,
But
it's okay to be wrong about stuff.
Awesomely bad that it's fucking fantastic. Okay? I mean, this movie is really shit.
No!
This is not John Carpenter's best work.
It's John Carpenter. None of his stuff's that great.
But
1 out of 10 John Carpenter movies are pretty good. This is the dude that did Ghosts of Mars.
but he also did
He did The Thing, which is great.
The Thing. He did The Fog. He did John Carpenter's Vampires. Yeah.
Which was terrible.
Another awesomely terrible movie.
No, just terrible. You can't even put that in the same realm as Big Trouble in Little China.
I'm not saying that it's in the same realm, but it is similar in that it is so bad that it's enjoyable.
No.
But so you got Kurt Russell, who appears to be channeling John Wayne in this film. driving the Pork Chop Express, talking into his CB to no one. Right? They start off the story with Egg in this lawyer's office where they're looking for Kurt Russell, and they talk about how the block explodes into a ball of green flame. But that never happens. The movie ends and we never see this. We don't know why they're looking for Kurt Russell. We don't know what's going on. We don't know why Egg needs a lawyer.
End of this movie. That's why it's awesome. What is the thing in the back of his truck? Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, that was for part 2.
Life is full of mysteries.
And the kung fu. I mean, this was like a sci-fi samurai Sunday.
Yes,
right?
This was kung fu with automatic weapons.
They're flying through the air.
That they just put down for no good reason. They're like, well, I don't want to fight with automatic weapons anymore. Now I will kung fu you.
Yes. And then there was one guy who thought he was Mexican.
Yes!
He had
the Mexican dude.
The little gun belt thing.
And then the 3 storms come down, and they have Nepalese weapons for some reason. I don't know. And then they start kicking ass too. And it's like, I would just have run if people descended from heaven on me.
Yeah.
But no, they're just gonna join the Asian 80 Street Gang.
Right. And one of the other things that's kind of funny is when Kurt Russell finally decides, all right, I'm in a big truck. I can actually drive through this crowd. And he hits the 2,000-year-old ghost dude. He hits him.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's like, thud, right?
Yep.
And then for the rest of the movie, they say, I drove right through him. No, dude. No. No. You hit him. He went, boom, boom.
Well, right? He's supposed to be a ghost, too, but you still hit him. I'm like, what? Why do you keep referring to him as an evil spirit when he's right there? You can hit him.
Yeah, yeah. And then he's young sometimes, and he's old Batman in a wheelchair sometimes, and
then he just makes cameos for no good reason. At the very beginning when they're driving through the street, they drive right past him as another dude.
Yeah.
And then he shows up as an old pan lady. I'm like, what are you doing to
me? And you brought up the whole the Asian green-eyed girl who doesn't speak for the first 47 minutes of this movie.
She just has to sit there and look pretty. That's her whole job.
She literally has
one
no
job.
lines.
They could pay her less.
Kim Cattrall. Oh my God, what an annoying bitch. Right? I did not like her character, not one bit.
She was adorable.
Oh man, I just wanted to smack her. Just
Well, I mean, that's most women, okay?
It was.
Wait, so you're upset that the one chick didn't say much, but you're upset that the other chick said a lot and you didn't like it?
Yes.
Dude, you've got to just make up your mind.
Say stuff that I want to hear.
Oh. We've gotten to the heart of all relationship problems.
And then, I don't know if you noticed, I have my Solo T-shirt on. Can't do that, right? But they tried to get Kurt Russell into that Han Solo role at the end, where they're like, "You're not even gonna kiss her goodbye." He's like, "Nope."
No, because like I said, that adds to the style. That was stylish. That's like, nope. I'm Jack Burton. You know what old Jack Burton always says? He was just too cool for that.
And then he's like, "The check's in the mail." That's not an answer. That's an excuse.
Well, for Kurt Russell's role, they wanted Jack Nicholson and Clint Eastwood for that.
No shit.
But they weren't fans. So John Carpenter went with Kurt Russell, and Kurt Russell was actually upset. He's like, "Dude, I've just started a string of flops," but John Carpenter's like, "I don't even care, man. This is gonna be awesome," and it was.
He was Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken.
Well, he also did Escape from L.A. as Snake Plissken.
Yes.
So you can't expect that much.
No, Snake Plissken is awesome.
Snake Plissken is awesome. Escape from L.A. was not.
I have to agree. Because he was holographic Snake Plissken. But
I just want to put in a 3-digit code and fuck the whole world over,
But I really enjoyed they waste no time in this movie.
Nope.
I mean, they introduce the characters, they establish he's friends with Wang, bang, they're in the action.
Yep.
Girlfriend's getting kidnapped. I mean, this all happens in like 10 minutes.
Yes.
the first 10 minutes of the movie is, I'm Kurt Russell, this is Wang, kidnap girl.
This is Wang.
And then, and this is my friend, Little Wang. This is my rapper name, Little Wang.
Wow.
But, so, and then, the other thing is apparently no one in this movie could do math. Because he had $1,148 that he won in his bet. They did a double or nothing bet, which is what kind of pushes this story forward because he doesn't want to let Wang out of his sight so he can collect his money. Right? Then they go on this massively big adventure. At the very end of the movie, Wang hands him a check and says, here you go, triple. And he's like, no, it's double. It's like, no, triple, you earned it. He's like, yes, I did. And then he says to Kim Cattrall, well, now that I'm rich, it's like, no, dude, that's like $3,300.
Dude, this was the 80s. This was the 80s. That was like you were rich.
Not with $3,300.
Dude, if I had $3,300 now, I'd be rich. I'd be like, yeah.
Do you not remember Miami Vice?
No,
Ferraris.
Miami Vice.
Like, you know, like the 80s was like the Coke decade. $3,000 wasn't gonna buy you any Coke.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, buy it. And then you have to cut it. But I don't know anything about that.
Materialistic, you know.
Yes, for the 80s, I was materialistic. You know? People had nice cars and big hair. That's what it was.
Anyway,
and
we're talking about Jack Burton here. He's a truck driver. $3,000 is probably a lot of money.
And then she threw herself at him. She threw herself at him for $3,000.
She's like, oh, did it regardless of the money.
She was like, oh, you know, you can get a little, you know, another truck with a little apartment just big enough for two. He was like, fuck that shit.
No shit. Dude, that's what I say too. Be like, no.
Like, no. It's like, you keep your ass here.
See, that is like a dude you want to be friends with. It's like, I want to be friends with Jack Burton.
Like, you're my Chinatown girl. That's what you are. And then, what was with the fucking reporter chick? Why was she even there?
It doesn't matter.
You know?
None of it even matters.
You know,
people come and go in your life. You just have to enjoy it.
And so there's this one when they first introduced the reporter. When Kim Cattrall gets in the car, you know, they're talking about the situation. She's like, "Oh, we have our best man in there now. Our best man? You fucking hated him 5 minutes ago at the airport." Now he's your best man?
Well, I love that one quote where he's like, you know, if we're not back, you call the president. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, you call the president, yeah.
Why the fuck's the president going to care?
Like, oh, shit, Mr. President. Jack Burton. You don't know where he's at.
SWAT team here. This is Jack Burton.
You know, but you don't understand. I've waited 25 years now for this ball of flame. I want to see this big, giant green ball of flame consume Little Chinatown. You know, and
You're a terrible person.
I am a terrible person. I have a card game that says so.
This movie already has a body count of like 46. Do you really want that on your conscience?
Yes.
I mean, they went through a lot of shit just for one chick.
Yes, I do. No, they went through that for one chick, but the greater good was to stop the evil spirit.
Right.
And the ghost thingamajigga who's what's it.
One of my favorite parts that I liked in this movie is when they get Egg Shen to help them, and Egg Shen gives them something to drink that's supposed to like make them more courageous and braver and stronger, and they're like, "Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, we've got this," and it was like nothing.
Yeah. It was like water with dry ice in it.
Yeah. Oops.
Right. And then he's like all up on her in the elevator. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my shit now, because later." You're hitting the side of the road.
Well, relationships don't last long these days. It was a whole like 8 hours later he was done. It was stifling. He had to leave.
Yeah. But the actor that played Lo Pan, James Hong, he's been in so many movies as either the mysterious or evil Asian guy.
Yep.
Right. So having seen him in a lot of these movies, which weren't bad movies. Just seeing him in this, it was just funny, right? Like when they have the Schwartz battle between the two.
Yes, that's
light
exactly
things,
what
right?
I thought when I saw it too.
He's got
like his Schwartz is as big as yours.
Yeah, and he's playing video games. He's like
he knows how to use it.
You know, and what was
It's
those
like
little?
Rock'em Sock'em Asian robots.
Yeah, no shit. And what was with the damn the little glowy Asian ball things that the guy with the one cockeyed like hey, he was like, what?
Why was there a beholder in the dungeon?
I don't
Why
know.
was that down there?
I don't know. Why did they have an escalator that went into a neon skull?
Why? Yeah, why is that neon everywhere? This was the 80s and all, but damn.
I mean, his underground palace was pimped out.
Yes.
You know, I mean, how many gold statues did he have in that one room?
Yeah, dude, it was pretty bad.
And that one dude, one of the three warriors.
Three storms? Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of his name right now, but his superpower was to blow up.
Yes. Yes, he's like, he just gets all pissed. He's like, no, you can't leave. I will blow up. I will blow up all over you and ruin your clothing.
That's right.
I will give you so much stains.
He's
Because
like,
it didn't hurt anything. It's like, well, they're just going to stand there and watch him blow up. It's like,
yeah. He's like, he's not going to stop, and I just walked this show.
like, shit, man.
You know. And then there's that one scene, I think it's great, where they're walking through the underground tunnels with the black blood of the earth, and something starts to bubble, and they all stop and look at it. And they're like, oh, it sounds like something breathing underwater. And then the thing comes out of the wall and eats one of the guys. Classic misdirection.
Like, we all saw that coming. Why didn't they?
The monster's like, ha ha! It's like,
Yep.
you are now short one Asian guy.
Well, the scene where he's doing the ceremony where he's gonna sacrifice Kim Cattrall and keep Green Asian chick, he's got these needles, the needles of love, and he like
Yeah.
stabs him in the wrist with it. Well, apparently he stabbed Asian chick a little too hard, and when she jumps there, that's actually because it fucking hurt.
Well, and
Oops.
then, like, to show that he's becoming mortal, he stabs her in the wrist, and his fingertips bleed.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really understand why any of that works. Like they actually have them like hold on to swords and like levitate up off the ground to prove
Yeah.
that they were worthy. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
It's like sword elevators.
Is everyone high?
And well, they were. You know, once they had the sword.
Wow.
But it was just so random. And it was rapid fire random.
It like started in 10 minutes and it just kept going. You had
Yes.
no idea. You could not predict what was going to happen.
Oh, no,
How could you
absolutely not.
possibly know that dude was going to blow up? You couldn't.
Absolutely not. Well, no, they did foreshadow that a little bit when I was going to say Pliskin. When Jack has the knife to his throat, right? He starts to puff up a little bit, you know.
A little bit. But like at the beginning of the movie, Big Trouble in China is going to have a man like explode himself.
Yeah,
How do you even do that?
Yeah,
Do you just get
and-
that angry?
and,
Because
you know,
I've been really angry before and I have not like swelled up.
it makes me wonder if the Scorsese, I can't say this guy's name. Scorsese, the director, big eyebrows.
Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese, thank you. Right, the Scorsese character in A Shark's Tale. Right, it's like I wonder if they based him on this guy because he gets angry and you're.
Possibly. But did that dude not look like a Garbage Pail Kid?
Totally looked
Yes.
like a really fucked up Asian garbage pail kid. Like what? Like where are they now? Kind
Yeah.
of garbage pail kid. You know, it's like this
Yeah.
is after it's like behind the music, VH1 behind the music, garbage pail kids.
Yeah, the 80s were a strange time for a lot of us.
You know, so it was just it's a fun movie. Don't get me wrong. I still think it's bad. It's a weird, bad, poorly written story.
No!
But you just
That's the whole
it's so fun that you don't care.
You're just supposed to have fun with it.
I mean, it's
I
like
just don't understand, man. It's
Kurt
okay.
Russell, I mean, his character was like portrayed as such a badass, but he knocks himself out.
Yes.
You know,
He's like an everyday man.
you know,
Everyday man is not a superhero, but he sure thinks he is.
he kills the first guy and be like, "You never killed anyone before?" He's like, yeah, of course I have." You know? When clearly he hasn't. You know.
Yep.
So
We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wayne?
you know. You know. And why is everything always on a dark, stormy night? You know, they never have fucking good weather in this universe.
Well, it's Little China. Of course not.
Oh no, he was on the road when he said that twice.
Look, it's ambiance. Ambiance. Mood.
And the gorilla Chewbacca dinosaur thing, right? Why? Where did it come from?
I don't even know what the fuck that was, but I want to see more. I want my sequel before Kurt Russell dies.
He should have no. There should be a spin-off movie, and the gorilla monster Chewbacca thing is the lead character.
Well, it's Harry from the Hendersons right there. He just got lost.
With the haircut, he cut his hair. That's what it was. You know?
He's like the Asian thing from the Twilight Zone movie on the airplane.
Oh wow.
It's the Asian gremlin.
He's grown. You know, that was early on in his career.
That airplane went down, man. Now he's on a semi.
I mean, if you look at it, you look at Shatner in that episode of Twilight Zone. Look at Shatner now. You know, they roughly aged the same way. You know.
See? Yes. John Lithgow too. You know.
That's right. But so yeah, this movie it's tons of fun. If you've never seen this movie, you have to see this movie. It's like, I don't care what your expectations are, because they're either going to be met or exceeded. You cannot
go through life without having seen this movie.
Yes. You know, I mean, it's just a really, really strange ride. And you're right. I would love to see a sequel just to see what they would do. Like it would be like, I don't know how they could.
You can't top this. You cannot top this movie.
Outside of just having the same character in a completely new story, you know, he shows up in Little Havana in the 90s, you know, and it's a completely different thing, right? And it's all about like voodoo and witchcraft and shit. But you know, there's no, I don't know how you lead out of this story.
See, to me, it's like an Indiana Jones thing. It's like you just have little mini stories, of your same
exactly.
character. Yes.
You know, and
it's that good.
Well, let's not get crazy.
This whole movie is like the epitome of adventure. This is like I would want to do this. I want to do this with my life.
This is like the most fun dream you can have while on acid.
Yes.
I mean,
well, close. Yes.
You know, it's like, or NyQuil.
Or a lot of NyQuil. Yeah.
It's like, you should watch this while you're, self-medicating.
Well, just don't watch A Clockwork Orange on acid for the first time.
No.
If we're gonna,
to be bad. But so so that's an interesting thing to think about, though. If you were to create the sequel, what would you do?
This is one of those movies that, as much as I say I would love to see what happens, I pray to God that nobody ever actually makes a sequel. Because Hollywood is so bad at that I don't want anything to knock off my extreme enjoyment of this movie.
What about a reboot?
No.
Yeah, reboot. I will. Right next to Star Trek. To Star Trek.
I will garrote them, and I will crucify them. It will be Jesus-like.
And then in a reboot.
Taught Jesus a lesson.
Speaking of which, happy Zombie Jesus Day, everyone.
Happy Lich Jesus.
Yes. No, Lynch Jesus Day was Friday.
Lich Jesus Day is every day.
I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Reboot. Oh,
Rebooting?
So in a reboot, who should star as...
I'm not getting into this conversation.
Why not? Come on, you gotta have some concept. Like...
No!
No
reboot.
No. So there was this
Much
idea.
like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, no reboots.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
It's not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anymore. It's just Teenage Ninja Turtles. Because they're not mutants. They're aliens.
Moody aliens with acne. Great.
Yes. So I went through this exercise one time with some friends of mine on how I would do a Star Trek reboot, right? Long before J.J. Abrams ruined the franchise, right? So what I wanted to do was I wanted to start off the movie with like the original characters and the original technology and storytelling and framing and the whole nine yards, right? And then as the story progressed, just replace them with better and better actors and better effects, right? So that at the end you're like at a modern mega blockbuster movie, right? And it's like at the beginning I was like, who would I cast for these things, right? So David Hasselhoff is Kirk, right? Nell Carter, present day Nell Carter, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's Uhura. just skated cool. Right? And they have to kiss. That's a big thing. It was the first interracial kiss on television, so that would have to happen, right? And then I would have like Chris Tucker as Spock.
I don't like where this is going.
And I think that's the kind of reboot you need to have for Big Trouble in Little China.
I think if they rebooted this movie, I would want like Ryan Reynolds as Jack Burton.
Check. Why? Just so he could take his shirt off?
Duh. Me as Kim Cattrall.
You obviously.
And George Takei as Wang.
Ooh. George Takei. Oh my.
Oh my.
All right. Well, apparently we're not getting Brandon on this one. So, but this was a fun movie. I'm really glad we got to talk about it. And I'm glad you liked it. And I don't want you to, not understand. I liked this movie. I actually love this movie.
No, it's alright. I'm gonna look down on you for this. It's okay.
But it's a terribly
we're still
made
friends
movie.
and all that, but I've lost complete respect for
It's
you.
a terribly made movie. John Carpenter. I'm not gonna say he phoned it in.
I have to have an intervention with you.
Like he really worked really hard on making this movie as bad as it was.
I mean, we're gonna have a drinking game for this movie where whenever something inexplicable happens, you take a shot, and by the end of the movie, you'll be dead.
Yes, absolutely. I have to agree with you 100%. And that's how awesome this movie is.
Yes.
So, on that note, we're going to go ahead and just pick our next movie. So, we got this dude.
Yeah. Here we go. Nothing yet. All right.
This movie is where
There
Raiden
we
came
go.
from, though. Raiden. From Mortal Kombat. This is the idea, where it came from.
Did this come out before Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Something. What did that say? You can't read.
I can't read it.
It's B9. Ugh. No! No! On multiple levels, no! I want a redo.
Uh-oh.
This is bullshit.
What's wrong with that?
He's not even here! No!
No, if he's not here, we can't use one of his movies.
She agrees. No, I want it.
Oh.
We're calling again.
You got lucky this time. Although Mina might not even agree, you just know I can't hear her.
Amina, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. You agree with me? Hey, see you go.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna do this until you can read it.
I-22.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, I'm not literate.
You're kidding me, right? Motherfucker! No! Again!
Come on. There we go.
All right. Third time's a charm, right?
We'll see.
I'm not going to make you look at this one. It's N37. N37. Hey, I could live with this. Even though this is going to come across as really self-serving. It's like, no, he can't have his movie. Oh, my movie? Sweet. Let's see,
It's called
can you
Being
see
the
that?
Boss. Spanglish.
Spanglish. It is one of the very few Adam Sandler movies that I actually really, really like.
Oh, wow. I haven't even heard of it.
Because it's not an Adam Sandler movie. Adam Sandler is in it, and he plays a character that has nothing to do with being himself. We take care of that later. It's a drama. I probably enjoy it more than most people because a lot of it's in Spanish. I mean, they have subtitles, so you shouldn't have a problem. But just a lot of it has to do with Spanish culture and family and just the way Hispanics do things. So on a personal level, that kind of resonates with me. But I mean, it's a really well-written movie. So it's not. It's got some funny moments in it, but it's not a comedy. It is a drama, it's like I saw the movie, I immediately bought it. I just really like this movie, so I look forward to talking about that. And so Brandon misses out today because 2 of his movies got picked. One of which I know he really wants to talk about.
What were they?
Should I say it?
Duh.
Go for it.
Harry Potter and Fight Club.
Oh.
Number 1, I don't like Fight Club. I'm gonna say it.
Well, we don't have to do that one now.
It's like I don't know what everyone sees in this movie. Like people try to convince me about how awesomely great this movie is. No, this movie is not that great, and maybe that's why I don't like it. Maybe I don't like it because everyone else loves it so much.
You have to save it. You have to save it. Too much info.
Oh no, I got plenty to say about this film. Right? And then, crappy Potter. So, we're going to go ahead and move on before Amina gets angry and explodes. But Big Trouble in Little China.
Everywhere.
This is fun. Actually, oh man, that'd be like awesome, like all just dripping down the camera.
Bloody Ew.
Yeah. So on behalf of myself, Amina, Dante, and not Brandon this time, that's a wrap. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Or if you want to follow along with our antics when we're not in front of the camera, you can check us out on our social media pages on Facebook, Google+, or Twitter by searching for the M Cluster. Or you can leave comments in the field below. Or you can send us an email or give us a call. Heck, you can even write us a letter. Or you could buy us dinner. Or you could buy us a car. That would be awesome. Or you could send us on vacation. Or get us an Emmy. Ooh, a Tony. If you could get us a Tony, that would